That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact. Devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he looked like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check those. Boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now.
Speaking Sumerian, the oldest language in human history. I can't explain
Yo,
it.
it's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And we're here for day 11 of the 30 Days, 30 Prospects Season 3, where today we're covering Shavon Revel Jr., cornerback out of Eastern Carolina. Man, this dude 6'3", 194 pounds, suffered an ACL injury 3 games into the season, and his stock dropped a little bit. He was a top 15 looking prospect. He came out guns ablaze at the beginning of the season with 2 interceptions and a touchdown, and then went down in practice with an unfortunate injury. But when he's healthy, this dude's a coverage specialist. He's special on the field, a willing tackler. He's a beast. Big corner. I think he fits in perfectly with the Las Vegas Raiders and what Pete Carroll wants to do as far as having that prototypical big corner. It fits in perfectly. But we'll get more into it. We're going to talk about pros and cons, and then we're going to talk about where we can get him, possibly in the second round. His stock might rise because a lot of people had him considered as like a top 15 overall prospect before he got injured. But as of right now, he sits around at the beginning of the second round. But I can also justify moving up to the late first round if you really love this guy. But we'll get into it, man. But before we get into anything, you guys already know what to do. Like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider. Let's jump into this thing, man. Shavon Revel Jr. out of East Carolina. Let's check it out, man. So it's a pretty interesting stuff. His pro comps are Ahmad Gardner, Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati, 88% similarity level. Christian Gonzalez, 79%, and TJ Tampa from Iowa State. So big shoes to fill as far as pro comps go. That's big shoes to fill. Also has a pretty interesting story. Started at the JUCO level. I love my JUCO guys. Shout out to all my guys grinding at the JUCO level, and anybody who can grind from the JUCO level and get to this level, get to the NFL and being considered to even be drafted in the first place. Man, I got nothing but love for you. I got nothing but admiration. I got nothing but respect for your grind, right? So he started at the JUCO level. He's working graveyard shift at Amazon and just to, kind of get by. And then East Carolina took a shot at him. And then his final 2 years at East Carolina, he went completely off. In 2023, he had 55 tackles. He had an interception. And he was just a shutdown guy. Nobody threw it to his side. And you'll see what I'm talking about with the analysis in the film. This guy is spectacular. His film pops. But let's get into some of his strengths, guys. Let's talk about some of his strengths. Shout out to NFLDraftBuzz.com. Linked for days and knows how to use it. Pause if necessary, right? Consistently disrupts passing lanes and bullies receivers at the line with a mean streak that shows up on every press rep. Yeah, this dude's very aggressive. And, he's a really big frame at 6'3", almost 200 pounds. He's about the same size as some wide receivers. So he can hang physicality with wide receivers. Raw athleticism jumps off the screen. That 4.4 speed isn't just combine numbers. It shows up when he's running stride for stride with receivers down the boundary. Yeah. and even break like kind of just that breaking speed kind of going up. Like he'll backpedal and then you'll anticipate the ball coming to a receiver, and he'll just break really fast and make a play. This dude is spectacularly fast. Transition game is butter smooth for a tall corner. I agree. Drops his hips and changes direction like someone 4 inches shorter, which is rare for a 6'3" defender. So yeah, it's pretty amazing seeing what he can bring to the table, especially at 6'3". Just those type of smooth, fluid type of movements. Usually you have like a taller corner that it kind of looks a little bit clunky, but he doesn't look clunky at all when it comes to those type of movements. So special teams demon who approaches gunner duties like he's shot out of a cannon. So you'll see it on the film. This dude, he likes to block kicks, and I would even use him to block kicks in field goal situations if we end up drafting him. If you can make plays at the special teams aspect of the game, you more than likely are going to win the game if you can get a block or something like that. He'd be a perfect addition for that. Just that gunner on the edge right there, going around the line in a field goal situation and blocking a kick. I think he would fit in perfectly with that. Recovery speed is elite. Even when he loses a step, he's got that extra gear to close the gap and make receivers uncomfortable at the catch point. Absolutely, right? Let's see. Physical mentality shows up in run support, not content to just cover. He'll come downhill and strike with bad intentions against the run game. Guys, if you thought that Nate Hobbs was good at being a willing tackler at the cornerback position, this guy is probably better than Nate Hobbs when it comes to that. And you'll see what exactly I'm talking about. Very physical, willing tackler, not afraid to get dirty. So that's one thing I did like about him looking at his film, and that's why he's in my 30 prospects, right? Ball skills improved dramatically from 2022 to 2023. Started trusting his length and timing to make plays at the apex of routes. And that pretty much is attributed to his work ethic. Anybody, like I said, who can start at the JUCO level and kind of matriculate, go from JUCO to playing D1 ball and making a starting team and then becoming an NFL prospect, that takes a lot of work and sacrifice and grind. And he has all that. And he seems to be sharpening his craft. I think that a guy who did suffer an ACL, I think he's in a way kind of oddly said, but he's the perfect candidate to suffer this type of injury because he's going to put the work in, he's going to put the grind in to kind of overcome that and get even better. And I really feel like he can actually come back and be at his form even after an ACL injury. And these days the ACL isn't a death sentence like it used to be. So football IQ shows up in pattern matching. Recognition skills develop rapidly once he got starting reps, showing lateral feel for route combinations. So there you go, right? Let's check out PFF. I wanted to read a review from for Revel. Revel is an ideal day 2 athletic alien to draft and develop despite inconsistent anticipation and technique in his current form. His physical gifts, including height and length, point to press man coverage being his home in the NFL, but it will be quite the adjustment for him to go from 1 year of staring experience in the AAC to the NFL, especially off a torn ACL. So, that's one of the cons, right? We're talking about some of the cons now, going from the AAC to the NFL. That's a big hill to climb, but now you got that ACL now you got to deal with. It is a big hill to climb, and that's probably why his stock dropped a little bit down to the second round, right? But I think I told you the type of guy that he is, what he seems to be. Now character-wise, I don't really know, but a guy who can go from JUCO and like I said, get to this level, there's got to be a level of grind, and I think that he is built for this. I think he's built to sharpen his skills and get a lot better, right? And also shout out to PFF. They said he has shades of Tariq Woolen. So another great corner in this league that they're comparing him to, right? So, hey, that's already, we named 4 of them, and they're a who's who as far as corners in this league, right? Let's go into some more of the cons from PFF.com. It says explosive but out of control at times. So he's a playmaker. He's a man coverage extraordinaire. So he wants to make the home run play, right? So he's going to be a little bit out of control. That can be coached out of him, right? Anticipation and spacing are still inconsistent. That can be coached. Some experience, some good experience will get there. And he's going to have to be a little bit more disciplined in the NFL because every week he's going to be facing an elite receiver. That's just the name of the game in today's NFL, right? Has the strength and length to get off blocks, but needs to get clean faster. So, technique needs to sharpen up a little bit, but I think that he can do that. I think he can do it. High force and completion rate, but lacking takeaway coordination. So, want to see more interceptions. That's what they're saying. So, those are the pros and cons. Let me know what you think about his pros and cons, his pro comp, his story. Let me know what you think about it. I'm a big JUCO fan, as you guys know, and I'm a big fan of people who can, get it out of the mud and get to this level. So let me know what you guys think about that. So where is he going to get drafted? That's what we need to talk about next. We need to talk about where Revel could possibly get drafted. Let's go back to NFLDraftBuzz.com. It has the chart for us to let us know all the experts where they think he's going to get drafted. Well, Sports Talk has him at number 21. Like I said, if you love him, you might want to get back into that late first round to pick him up. Sports Talk agrees with that. So does that side. They have him going at 23. Draft Buzz has him going at 25. CBS has him going at 30 later rounds. And then PFN, Pro Football Network, has him going to the Las Vegas Raiders at number 37. So there you go. Pro Football Network. Shout out to you guys. Todd McShay at number 30 has him going at 38. DB has him going at 39 overall. ESPN has him going at 42 overall. PFF has him going at number 44 overall. And NFL.com has him going at number 52. Where do you guys want to get Shavon Revel Jr.? Have you guys even heard of him? I think he's one of the best kept secrets in this draft right now. Mostly because, we have such a short sample size of him, but what you do see on film is spectacular. And on top of that, he's also came from East Carolina, not a huge college, but a college that has produced some talent over the years, such as a Chris Johnson, running back for the Tennessee Titans from way back in, not way back, but, a few years ago, he ran for 2,000 yards, but he came from East Carolina. So, and there's others too. So, Zay Jones, there's a bunch of guys that came from East Carolina. They produce pretty good talent. And I think that maybe Revel could be that next guy on that list that we're talking about as part of the greats of East Carolina. But you guys let me know what you think about him. So with that, guys, we're going to do the analysis and you guys are going to see some film on him. And then hopefully after that, you can make a judgment on how you feel about him and if he's good enough to be picked in the second round at number 37. So, guys, go ahead and buckle up. A hidden gem out of East Carolina, Shavon Revel Jr. has rapidly gained traction as one of the most intriguing day two cornerback prospects in the 2025 NFL Draft. Measuring 6'3", 194 pounds, Revel put together a stellar 2023 season, tallying 55 tackles, 1 interception, a sack, and 12 pass breakups while locking down opposing wideouts week in and week out. He then came out guns ablaze in the 2024 season before suffering an unfortunate season-ending ACL tear. Despite the injury, his combination of length, instincts, and competitiveness makes him a high upside defensive back with CB1 traits. Revel's game is built around physicality and awareness. He thrives in press coverage, using his length and hand technique to disrupt routes early. His hips are fluid, allowing him to mirror receivers downfield, and he consistently competes at the catch point with a high motor and fearless mentality. His ball skills are evident on tape. He tracks the ball well in the air and makes plays that shift momentum. However, there are areas for growth. Coming from a group of 5 program, Revel doesn't face top-tier competition weekly, raising questions about his transition to NFL speed and route precision. For the Las Vegas Raiders, selecting Revel in the second round could be a steal. He brings immediate depth and long-term potential to a cornerback room still in flux. With the AFC West stacked with elite receivers, The Raiders need physical, confident corners who can match up in man coverage. Revel fits that mold. His fiery play style and ball hawking traits complemented pass rush led by Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson, potentially giving the defenses more takeaways in 2025. Revel may not have the household name yet, but he checks the boxes of a future starter. If developed properly, he could become a key piece of the silver and black secondary, making a big impact on a defense that's hungry to turn the corner. Shavon Revel, in a nutshell, guys, as you see right here, willing tackler, getting in the box, knocking heads right here, and can cover with the best of them. That is Shavon Revel in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think about him, man. This guy, like I said, he got it from the dirt, from the JUCO route, all the way up to an NFL prospect. Hey, can we get him at number 37? I think he'd be an excellent fit for us at number 37. But you guys let me know how you feel about Shavon Revel Jr. And that is day 11 of the 30 days, 30 prospects. And remember, before I go, make sure you like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact. Devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he looks like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check over. Boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil's throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now.